Yeah, my name's Julian Best. I'm the property director at Howard de Walden Estate. Howard de Walden is fundamentally a property company, and we own approximately 92 acres in central London, in Marylebone Village, and we acquire, develop, let and manage real estate within that area. I think for Harley Street, it's fundamentally a collection of best in practice, high quality medical specialisms, from hospitals to consultant clinics, GPs, dentists, all congregated, focused in central London. Well, we've always targeted the best in class medical operators, and because of its location, that's resulted in a congregation and a hub of medical specialisms. And we've undertaken a series of developments over the last 15 years to ensure that we're providing the best buildings for those medical operators. Well, the first thing we've undertaken is to try and understand how a lot of different medical occupiers use their space. It's all very well developing a building, but if the end operator can't occupy and actually function in the space, then it doesn't really perform. So what we do is try and understand how different medical occupiers use the space, and actually it goes to then how their patients will want to use the space, and ensuring that patient pathways are embedded into the design of the building. Well, it can be, but we've got very good at it. And even though about 30% of the buildings on the estate are listed and it's in a conservation area, it does present some challenges. But what we seek to do is to design out those challenges so that when medical occupiers want to install equipment, we've already worked out how the equipment will be installed into the building. And that might be by way of ensuring that you have access points at the rear of the building so that MRIs and CT scanners can be craned in over the top of the buildings. We also ensure that there's sufficient power supply into the building, that's already been resolved, and that the space for consultants works in the way that patients move around the buildings, and that the rooms are the right size, and that you've got the right flow through the building. Well, we've always sought to have the best in class, and we've always discussed with as many operators as possible, and to ensure that we've got the right mix of operators and the right specialisms. And that's an ongoing process. And there are certainly some specialisms that we think are underrepresented still. But what we're keen to do, and always have been, is to ensure that we promote the buildings and the hospitals, but fundamentally that the consultants and the specialists want to continue to trade in and around Harley Street Medical Area. And we think if we continue to do that, then the patients will keep coming back to Harley Street. Again, it harks back to ensuring that we've got best-in-class operators, hospitals, clinicians and consultants. And certainly for the future, we're looking at the ways in which the real estate will be used. Now, of course, the pandemic has changed the way consultants may practice because a lot of it has been virtually, but we still believe that if there is high quality medical specialisms and hospitals in Harley Street, then patients will keep coming back. But what we need to ensure is that we continue to evolve, that we bring in new specialisms and things which are complementary to Harley Street Medical Area. And we're looking at life sciences and labs and research, medical technology. And if we can bring those uses in as well, we think that it will keep the ecosystem functioning well into the future.